Hi there, boys and girls. This is Mr. Fox. I had a couple of my classes ask me if they could make flashcards on the job descriptions that we wrote down on the front of your foldables for each organelle. And I thought that was a great idea, being that those job descriptions were put there, or I had you write them down to help you remember what each organelle does. So I'll go through and make a very quick video on how to do that within the same file that you've already made the flashcards. So you can actually have two sets of flashcards in the same file. Um, it sounds crazy, but it's really simple. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you go to your Google Docs list, and you want to pick the file that you saved your flashcards in. So yours probably says Cell Organelles Flashcards. You can open up that file, and I would suggest going to the first page where you have all of your organelles written down and then their functions as well. And what you want to do is you want to set up a brand new page. So all you have to do is go down to the bottom left hand corner where you'll see a plus sign, and that says add sheet. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to give me a new sheet. Now I've been messing around with some sheets, so that's why I have 7 here, sheet number 7. You'll probably have number 2, so it's okay, and don't panic if yours doesn't say sheet number 7. Yours will probably say 2 or 3, or if you made however many sheets you might have gone through. So go back to your original page where you have all of your organelles, and it's really just a matter of doing some copying and pasting and also some typing. So the first thing you want to do is highlight the column with all of your organelles, because you already have this written down, so there's no sense in retyping it again unless you want to, but you don't have to. So I would click on the column and then copy it. I would go to the new blank page that I opened up by hitting this plus button on the bottom here, and open that, and I'll just simply paste the list of organelles. So it saves me some typing there again. But you're going to have to do some typing here in the B column. Now, when we did the functions, we wrote all the functions here. But we want the job description, so we're not going to rewrite the functions, we're not going to copy and paste them. All we're going to do is we're going to just write down the nicknames for each of the organelles that we saw and read about, and you wrote down information about. So remember, on the front of your foldable, you have that column that says job descriptions at the top. So all you have to do is then type in the job descriptions, like, for example, we said the nucleus was like the mayor. The mitochondria was the power plant. The cell membrane was the doorman. The Golgi bodies was the packaging plant. And you would continue your way down this list, and you would fill it all in. So I've actually gone through and done this already, so I'm just going to skip on over to this list, but you'll have to actually go through and just type it all in, just like I did for this list here. So once you have this done, all you have to do is then do the same exact things that you did to make the flashcards for the functions. You're going to highlight both columns. You're then going to go to the Insert menu at the top, click on that, and then click on Gadget. Once you get to the Gadget page, you're going to scroll down until you get to the flashcards, and then you're going to click on Add to Spreadsheet. And you can put down Cell Organelle Job Descriptions, so you know what you're looking at when you're using this flashcard set. And hit Apply and Close. And as you can see here, our job descriptions come up, and just like the same as yesterday, notice how you can't really get through all the stuff, and it might be a little bit of a pain to try to get through your terms. So you click on the middle, wait for Gadget to pop up, click on Gadget, move to Own Sheet, and then your page will probably come up as Gadget 2. So what I would suggest, that since you already have Gadget 1, which I actually renamed Organelle Flashcards, since now you have 2 sets of flashcards, one for the job descriptions and one for organelles, you might want to rename them. So all you have to do is just click on this drop down, click on Rename. So I'll go to Gadget 2 and I'll rename this. Rename that So organelle, job descriptions, hit OK. Or, as you can see, you can't be more than 30 characters, so maybe I'll just go job descriptions because I know I'm talking about cells. And don't duplicate names. Okay, so now at the bottom here I have my job description cards and I have my organelle function flashcards. So now I have two sets of flashcards within the same file. So that's really it, boys and girls. So the job descriptions, flashcards, that's a nice set to create, only because, again, the roles are supposed to help you. So hopefully if you know the nucleus is the mayor, and you know that the mayor gives out directions to his officers and other employees in the city, and they carry out certain jobs and roles that they have to do. Hopefully you know that the mitochondria is the power plant, and the power plants make energy. So the mitochondria makes the energy for the cell. The cell membrane is like the doorman, where the doorman lets people in and out of a building. So the cell membrane lets particular chemicals or substances in and out of the cell, and we go all the way down the line. Now, one thing that I noticed on these flashcards I didn't mention in the last video was that even though we have 10 words up here, you only see 3, 6, 9 of them. So central vacuole gets crossed out, and you can't see, there's no scroll bar. So one way to see number 10, or the last word, is just go to View, click on Full Screen, and then you'll see all of your words. And that'll carry over for both sets of flashcards. So if you want to do this for the different cell types, like plant, animal, cells, and so forth, you do the same exact thing, except you wouldn't type in the jobs here. You would type in plant, animal, cell, plant, cell, and so forth, and then do the highlighting, insert gadget, apply the flashcard gadget, and then you can have a third set of flashcards in this one file. So I hope you guys find this helpful. I hope a lot of you do it, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, boys and girls.